Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In last about 20 verses, one point was very emphatically emphasized that there is no possibility that this world is real. There is no possibility that this world is created. See? Upanishad also says, Yatha Purvam Akalpayat. It is never said that the world is created. The approach is, it is manifestation and manifestation, a continuous process. Like if you see Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan tells Arjun in the second chapter the same principle. When he was crying, how can I kill my grandfather and all kinds of things, so Bhagavan says, Avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata avyakta nidananneva tatra ka paridevana. See? All beings are unmanifest, then they become manifest, then again they become unmanifest. Like the waves are not created, the waves are not injected in the ocean from outside. All the waves are existing in an unmanifest state in the ocean. So all the past waves till date, they have become unmanifest, and today's all waves, they have become manifest. Tomorrow they will be again manifest. This is going on and on and on. See, friends, there is nothing new. See, friends. But what happens? Like, for example, birth of a child. Is it a unique event in the whole cosmos? How many kids are born? Not only human beings, even the mosquitoes. So many are born. So we don't bother about it. It goes on and on. See? But we imagine, oh, this is very real. And when you take something as real, you have to suffer. See, today I was talking to my friend. See, the thing is very simple. Whatever you think you are, according to that you have to suffer or enjoy. And the freedom is given to us. What do you take yourself to be? If you take yourself to be a poor person, then suffer. If you take yourself to be a rich person, then suffer more. If you take yourself to be a husband, be ready to suffer. If you take yourself to be a body, be ready to become old and die. If you take yourself to be a soul, jiva, then be ready to be born again and again. And all these things, whether you take yourself to be a soul or a body or a husband or a father, this is all what we have accepted. I am this. On what ground? See. So if you are accepting that I am body, I am mother, I am father, I am husband, I am jiva, simply accepting without any logic and reason. Why don't you accept without logic and reason? You are divine? Come on, yaar, this is too much. Can there be simpler spiritual practice than this? See? But we want to do something. So first we start doing karma. And you never come out of that dumb thing called as karma. then there you feel totally frustrated. I have done so much for everybody, but nobody bothers about me. Who asked you? One example I have given you, one lady in US. After my talk, I was staying with her and I said, hey, Mama, you prepare food, I'll go for a walk. So any food will be later. I want to go with you. I want to talk to you something personal. I said, I have no personal life. Don't talk to me. No, no, I want to tell something my personal. I said, I am not interested. You are not Ramayan to know about you. I am not interested. No, but I want to talk. No, I am staying in her house. Namak kha rahe. How can I say no? You don't know my tragedies. I said, okay, start. And then she started. Swamiji, my father died when I was hardly 20, 21. Okay. Then I had two younger sisters. Close your mobile phones. I told you so many times. So I hope he doesn't again ring. How come I switched it off? Maybe in the dream I have done it. Then again she said that I had two younger sisters and a youngest brother. Because there was nobody, I worked hard, did my education, did work, helped my mother, got my sister educated, got them married. So with the son, with the brother, my son, brother is like my son. Now all of them are married and settled. And when I go to their house, they tell in clear terms, Didi, please don't come to our house. Our spouse do not like it. Then Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. That is the Maha Astra of the ladies. And then Swamiji, why this is happening? I said, I wish I could also go away. Now tell me, who told you to do that? You have done yourself. This is how many people, they get caught up in this world by doing good to the world. Let goodness happen through you. Don't plan goodness. Organized goodness is called as NGO, non-godly organizations. See, that is not the way. So we get lost in the karma. Then from there we fail. Then we get into yoga. There we get spondylosis. Then that we stop. Then we get into meditation and we become mad. You will hardly come across a person doing meditation. He is in his senses all the time. And then, how I know about it? When they ask me question. Somebody, they tell us, you keep the Shambhavi Mudra. Eyes should be half open. And I am not able to do it. Can you tell me a technique? I said, very simple, man. Half open eyes. How many eyes you have got? Two. Didn't you? Okay. Cartoons. There also they fail. Then they go to the holy places. They'll go to Varanasi. And after having gone there, why there is so much of water here? Why they are throwing water on in that stone? See? And why they are wasting milk? This milk could be given to the poor people. See, friends. And when they fail everywhere, then they come to Vedanta. And after having come over here, they realize all their life they have wasted for nothing. And after having come over here, you are told, look here, don't take life seriously. All spiritual practice is a process of undoing. Done enough. All spiritual practice is unbecoming. We have become enough. All the spiritual practice is not remaining extraordinary. Drop every extra, including fat. Slowly drop everything. And you come to a point what cannot be rejected that you are. Friends, are we not doing the same thing every day when we go to sleep? What exactly the process of going to sleep? Don't demonstrate. So the process of going to sleep is we start giving up all our specialities. We are neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, neither officer nor subordinate, nor husband nor wife. Everything slowly we keep on giving it up. So we start a process of unbecoming. And be attentive. The one who started this process of unbecoming, I. Now I don't want anything. I don't want anything. I don't want anything. Finally, you come to a point. Now, what is the last? Now, last is I want to sleep. Till such time is I is associated with the want. You are somebody. So, what will be the equation? I minus want is equal to nobody. So, what will be the spiritual practice? Spiritual practice will be time pass. See, time pass is the biggest spiritual practice in life. This is what Bhagavan Krishna told. This is not my original idea. I am like him, a thief. See, when he says, Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo, tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. What does it mean? When you do something, either you may win or get defeated, you may gain or you may lose, you may get happiness or miseries. Same krutva. Take them with equanimity. Means what? How does it matter whether you win or you get defeated? Then why are you playing? Time pass. Friends, naivam papam avapsasi, when Bhagavan says, it means your mind doesn't gather any impressions. Any impression, good or bad, it is a dot on the mind. See, friends. Therefore, whatever we are doing in our life, don't take it very seriously. And to achieve this, there are many techniques. One of the technique is, we have to live in this world with so many people. And many times disappointments happen. Many times what we expect never comes up. Many times we help somebody but that fellow doesn't help us. And then we get frustrated. So how to deal with this? A simple technique, a very powerful technique. Try. Write off your rights right away on everyone before they perform your rights right away. We have no right on anybody in this world. See, like we come here to this beautiful place. Now tell me, what right you have got to come over here? What right I have got to come over here? No right. Suppose we come and say, hey, you get out all. We go away. But then we will feel insulted. कहीं बना लेंगे ऐसे आश्रम. See, friends, the moment you get insulted, the moment you get hurt, your I is very strong. See? And nobody never gets insulted. But this nobody is also a funny thing. One Gujjus do these things. This happened in one of my camps in um, on the banks of Narmadaji. Malsar, we were having a camp. And after the camp was over, one person, he gave me his card, visiting card. Swamiji, this is my visiting card. I saw him. Name, Mr. Nobody. Phone number, nothing. Home address, nowhere. Job, does nothing. He gave me that. And, tore it and threw it away. He said, Swamiji, what? I said, nothing. Friends, this is not for talking. This must be practiced in life. And that practice is straight away demonstrated. How do we interact in this world and how do we receive the interactions from the world? See, Bhagavan Krishna, Dukkeshu anudvigna manaha. Miseries come, don't become miserable. Sukheshu vigata spruhaha. When there are comforts, don't get attached to the comforts. You have learned everything. See, friends, therefore, we get into meditation trap. And from there, we come to Vedanta. After having come to Vedanta, then another problem comes. What? We start teaching others. Do you know? 5 great elements, 5 snanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, and what 5? And something more 5. You know, when you eat anything, suppose you have eaten vada sambar and vomited, and other person has eaten rasgulla, shondesh, and any other sweet, and he also vomited. Will we say, that is a better vomit, rasgulla, this is a good. Vomit is a vomit, is it not? Whether you talk from the books or you talk Vedanta without digesting it, when it is digested, it will keep you quiet. When the food is digested, assimilated, it doesn't come out from the wrong end. Therefore, it is called as ulti. Siddhi nahi, ulti. Think. And therefore, when we study all these things we have been studying, if the study has brought us to the point is, don't take this world too seriously. This world has always been like this. All those who have come to save this world, all the saviors, they all were shaved off. The world is the same. See, Bhagavan Ram came. What happened? Krishna came. His Dwarka he could not protect. And we want to save this world. See, friends. Uddared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Therefore, here he gives so beautiful examples. Mahakaro gajapatim gatasched jagadastutat. If a donkey can walk like an elephant, then this world is real. Then aja kuksho jagannasti, yatma kuksho jagannahi. See, aja means the maya. The world is neither in the maya nor in the self. The world is nowhere. There was one boy from a town or village. He was sent by his parents, go to the ashram. They are teaching very good things. You have to go and learn. He said, okay. He went there and came after 15 days. Beta, what did you learn? No, I have seen there, they have got only one problem. What is the problem? On some rope, there is some snake. They are not able to find it. Vedanta means snake and the rope. Every day they are struggling. वो snake गया कहाँ? Now what will you do? See, friends. Therefore, there are two views given about the world by our scriptures. One view is, this world is an illusion. And second view is that this world is nothing but Brahman. So look at the world as Brahman and your interaction will be different. See? Like what? Be attentive. One youngster riding on a motorcycle with a view to go and flirt around. So he saw one beautiful girl going ahead. So he went and stood in front of her and wanted to say, "Hi, darling." And he saw that girl was 81 not out. Beta, kya chahiye? What will you do? Hi? Hi, kisko dekha? When you look at the world and see it as the divine, your interaction will suddenly change. This is the purpose of the study of the scriptures. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किंच जगत्याम जगत तेन त्यक्तेन भुंजीथा. When you look at the world as a divine presence, you can never have an indulgent attitude. Today, our approach to the world is, this world is for enjoyment. And then we get lost in the bhoga, followed by roga, and then we go to the yoga, and finally you become a yogi. See? Therefore, this is one view. Look at the world as divine, your whole attitude will change. Or look at the world as an illusion, then also attitude will change. What will be the attitude? Attitude will be, when you look at the world as an illusion, you will never suffer. Don't we go and see the drama, etc.? We know they are drama, they are not real. We don't suffer. We may cry, but we still enjoy that. We don't suffer. And the second important thing, we enjoy the illusions, but we don't desire anything from the illusions. We enjoy and leave it there. Come on, enough. Let's go. So both the things. Look at the world as an illusion or look at the world as divine. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. Here it means, bhunjita means atmanam palayeta. Protect yourself from the indulgent attitude toward the world. See, friends. Therefore, don't take this world too serious. Aja kuksho jagan nasti, yatma kuksho jagan nahi. Neither the world is in our sense organs or the mind, nor the world is in the absolute self. Sarvatha bheda kalaram dvaita advaitam na vidyate. All the differences that we see, they have no place, they have no value. They are functional as long as we are functioning through the limitations of the body identification. Therefore, the teacher says now, Maya karyamidam bhedam asti ched brahma bhavanam. Now, there are two things given here. If you look at the world as an expression of Maya or illusion, mithya, then what is to be done? Brahma bhavanam. That whosoever, whatever comes in our life, is none other than a different form of the Lord. He can come in our life in any form. There is no rule. Like in my own house, whether I sit on my dining table with a swimming suit or I go to bed with a wedding suit, who can challenge me? This is His creation. He can come in our life in any form. How Bhagwan came in the life of Arjun? Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nam. There was no reason. But when it was necessary, Bhagwan created a confusion in the mind of Arjun. And it was purposely done. See, so many years he was in the forest. He never did meditation. He never sought something higher. All the time planning, let this time be over. I want to settle account with these Kauravas, what they think. Constantly bitterness, anger, frustration, jealousy. That is not our life. See, and Bhagwan Krishna, full of bliss. When you like something, don't you like to share it with your friends? Say, like the other day, yesterday I told one lady, I wrote her, you go and see a movie, Mission Mangal, because I liked it. So, I want that everybody should see and enjoy that. Exactly the same way. Bhagwan Krishna and very embodiment of bliss. Will He not like that everybody around Him should be also happy? But Arjun Maharaj started Kadam Bhishmamam Sange Dronam Cha Madhusudana. This is how Arjuna said. But those who chant Bhagavad Gita, Kadam Bhishmamam Sange Dronam Cha Madhusudana, it was not like that. See? Therefore Bhagwan thought, no, I have to play some trick. And when he was asked to take the chariot between the two armies, he had options to take the chariot anywhere. Imagine, for the sake of imagination, had his chariot been placed in front of Duryodhan, will Arjun ever ask any question? But of all the places, Bhishma Drona Pramukataha, Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam, whatever were the kings assembled on that battlefield, of all of them, he left them aside and took the chariot in front of Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya. There was no need. And having taken there, if he keeps quiet, he is not Krishna. Then he gave a chavi. Pashyetan kurun partha samavetan. Hey Arjun, you don't have to fight with the enemies. You have to fight with your nears and dears. This is the beginning of the grace of God. See friends, ये वही दर्द दिल है जो उनको पाता है. भगवान भला करे उनका जो दिल दुखाता है. But we are unable to get his message because we are busy with the WhatsApp. See friends, this what I am telling you, I have seen practically practiced by one lady. Now both of them are not there. That lady was from Kerala and her husband was working in Mumbai. She got married when she was hardly maybe about 15 or 16 years of age, and her husband was about 18 or so. And South Indian husbands are terrible. So he very clearly told, nobody you should work, nobody you should talk, you should not do worship of anything, you have to do my worship. Because for a Hindu lady, husband is Parmeshwar, P, Pati Parmeshwar. And the young girl said, my God, I have to live with this Rakshasa for the whole life. She did not have that option, divorce. This is the latest developed country. So, she said, anyway, what to do? So she started living like that. And then newspaper comes. And in the newspaper, this is 1930, 32, 35. Now she is no more, recently she died. So she used to see the newspaper, somewhere in a corner, there is a picture of Bhagwan Krishna or anybody. She'll cut it and put it in her, sari or somewhere. Because if he sees, he will, become miserable. Slowly, she said, I started talking to Bhagwan Krishna like I am talking to you. And then I had no freedom to go anywhere. So what to do? Then I started planting the plants in the garden. They were staying on the top floor, small pots. And there I started talking to the plants. I gave names to the plants. And thus, I became totally introvert, and I was left with no doubt that I am all the time with Bhagwan Krishna. He is around me. See? And then she said, Swamiji, do you know how it happened? This is because of my Guru. Acha Mama, who is your Guru? This Rakshas. She said, he had been so strongly adamant. As a result, I naturally became introvert. See? Now when she said, he didn't become angry. Then he said, whatever progress and success I have in my business is only because of her. I know what a Rakshas I am. Nobody would have stayed with me. See? Therefore, friends, husband and wife never stay together because of love. Forget about that love. They stay together because of understanding. See, friends. Therefore, if we take this simple principle, whosoever comes in our life, he is none other than the Lord. Our vision will change. See? Therefore, Maya karamidam bhedam asti chet Brahma bhavanam. Oh, the Lord has come. See, I'll tell you one or two of my experiences. I was in Germany on the airport at Hamburg. So I came from UK, so only pounds I had, no euros. So I had to take out the card, you have to put some coins. So no coins, only notes were there. Now what to do? I tried to get some vending machine there, it was not available. Then finally I said, okay, I took my bag and dragging. So one man just saw me from a distance. He said, in his language, wait a minute. I said, all right. He put his coin and took out the card and gave me. So I gave him the pound and said, thank you so much. He said, no, it's okay. There, your mother, your father, your friend, your government, your police, nobody comes to your help. See, he can take any form, provided we have the ability to recognize that we are never forsaken. We have forsaken him. This is called as Brahma Bhavanam. See, friends, when we are told Tattvamasi Mahavakya, it is not a Tvam Pada Shodhanam, Tat Pada Shodhanam and Katakat. No. Tat Pada Shodhanam and Tvam Pada Shodhanam. Here, the Shodhanam has different meanings in both the places. When you take Tvam Pada Shodhanam, here Shodhanam means purification. See? Purify yourself. And what is the purification? Let us get out of the wrong notions. Wrong notions are the impurities in our mind. See, many of us have got this funny notion, oh, somebody likes me, somebody doesn't like me. This is in our mind. It is nowhere, anywhere else. See, friends, purify yourself. No more wrong notions. Tvam pada shodhanam. Then what will happen? We will remain as nobody. And when we remain as a nobody, we don't try to prove anything to anybody in this world. Our life is a struggle to prove. Therefore, every now and then, I love you, I love you. You go to the Western countries, our Indians also. Every time they talk to their children, after every time, I love you, I love you. So when they call me, I say, I love you before talking. And I will love you also after talking. Useless. When the love is spoken, it is blasphemy. It is not the truth. See? So love is silent. You might have seen one movie. That movie was regarding the Russian Revolution many years before. And there the husband and wife, those days the matchmaker will come and see the boy and the girl and fix the marriages. And one of the daughters of that farmer, she finds somebody and then she is going after him and all that. And then the mother objects, this is not the right way. Then the husband says, at least she is loving somebody. Do you know anything about love? To his wife he tells. And then she sings this song. I bore half a dozen children of yours because I don't love you. I cook every day 3 times meals for you because I don't love you. When you are ill, I take care of you because I don't love you. See, friends. Therefore, don't try to prove anything to anybody. Be pure inside. You cannot please anybody in this world. Don't struggle. And second thing, don't justify anything. The net result will be, you will be at home everywhere as required. Then your interactions in the world, they are not calculated interactions. They just happen. As effortlessly, as straight, simple as when we stand in front of the mirror, how effortlessly the mirror reflects. He doesn't plan. That simplicity, straightforwardness becomes the second nature of ours. Therefore, Maya karyamidam vedam asti chet brahma bhavanam. Try this. So, Ishavasямidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. And when we just start doing it, the second part of the Tattvamasi Mahavakya is Tatpada Shodhanam. Tattvam Pada I told you, purification. Now what is the Tatpada Shodhanam? Tat means Paramatma. Shodhanam means seeking, searching, discovering. How to do that? No event in our life is an accident. Everything is a meticulous perfection by which the things come to us. And in that, let us learn to be grateful to Him. See, every event. And not only the event, but a person. So change the vision. So the second part is Tatpada Shodhana means follow the path of devotion. Now, what is the path of devotion? If something happens in our favor, oh Hari Kripa. If something doesn't happen, Hari Ichcha. In both the cases, Hari is reminded. Thus, purification of the wrong notions and all the time in tune with Him put together is the experience, not the meaning, is the experience of Tattvamasi Mahavakya. See, my friends, Maya karamidam bhedam asti chet brahma bhavanam. And see what happens. I use this technique for hiding my weaknesses. My weakness is I don't remember anybody's names or forms. Then how to hide it? So I say, hey, I have seen you somewhere. Swamiji, I am meeting you for the first time. God. Or else I will address that person in a very respectful manner. Mahatma ji, kaise ho? Bahut dinon ke baad mile. Swamiji, don't call me Mahatma ji. But why I call him Mahatma ji is not because I accept him as a Mahatma. I have forgotten his name. Now see, when I call somebody as a Mahatma, will I have a slip of tongue? When you respectfully address anybody in this world, you can never utter a bad word. So when you say somebody, Mahatma ji, ek lagaunga kaske, you cannot say like that. These are very simple techniques. Therefore, Maya karimidam bhedam asti chet brahma bhavanam. Slowly, the whole attitude of our life changes. This time when I went to New Zealand, he has seen the things and put the stamp, and he said to me, "Welcome, Mr. Swami." I said, wow, the best welcome ever I had in my whole life, including my own house. He was so happy. See, why we should be conjuice? If you have to say good thing to somebody, say it open-heartedly. Then, thank you very much. No, this is Brahma Bhavanam. Maya karimidam bhedam asti chet Brahma Bhavanam. Then, dehoham iti dukkham chet. And if you are suffering because of the body identification, dehoham iti dukkham chet, then Brahmaham iti nishchayaha. Now we have taken care of the world by Brahma Bhavana. Now we have to take care of ourselves. And what we have to take care of? That Brahmaham iti nishchayaha. And how this nishchaya can come is only one way. And that is, keep on analyzing every experience from your life day to day, and you will come to the common conclusion. First, don't start your inquiry because of whom the miseries has come to me or because of whom the comforts have come to me. This is the wrong inquiry. This is going into samsara. When the inquiry pertains to the objective world, you are a samsari. When the inquiry pertains to the subjective one, meaning who is miserable, who is happy. See? So the first is called as chinta or worries. Second is called as chintan or inquiry. When we do chinta by default, for example, I imagine that I am miserable because of my wife. So what will be my approach to my life? Try to improve the wife. This is called as ashakyanushthan. Impossible undertaking. Where Ram has failed, you, the Jagjivan Ram, will succeed. Don't do that. Therefore, who is miserable? Oh, the husband is miserable. Very good. Now, are you husband by birth? No. Then by birth, who are you? I am man. So if your husband is miserable, so let him be miserable. Why we should worry? Then fir chai piyo. Just start. This is very simple. This is a wrong inquiry. Why somebody troubled me? Why somebody likes me? Why somebody doesn't like me? Why people avoid me? This is the wrong inquiry. You are in samsar. Find out who is miserable. One day, by God's grace, you will come to discover that always at the root of every experience, there is a seed of Mr. Somebody. See? And then find out, is that seed real? Then you'll come to know, oh, it is the GM. You know GM? Genetically modified. Genetically, you are a man, but you have become a husband. And this husband is miserable. So man is, husband becomes. And therefore, when we go to sleep, what we do? We discard all the burden of all these buddies. And when all the buddies are dropped, what remains is Brahma. First step, Brahma Bhavanam. Second step, you will be able to think like this only if you are at peace with yourself. If you are agitated, frustrated, angry, like one lady told me the other day, what is this for you all the time? Be happy, be happy, be happy. Get married and show, be happy. Continue. Don't justify you are miserable. Don't justify. But then what to do with the misery? Make others miserable. You should be happy. When I said this thing after my lecture, one elderly gentleman came. Swamiji, you are giving wrong messages to the people. So what happened, sir? You said make others miserable, but you should be happy. I said, look here. If you are happy, you will never make anybody miserable. And if you are miserable, you will never like anybody happy. This is simple rule. If a person is unable to sleep, you know, Bhagwan created this world for fun, time pass. So what he did, he brings two opposite mindsets together, husband and wife. And they are exactly opposite. Wife is the one, she is happy-go-lucky. She doesn't care for anything. At the moment she lands on the bed, she starts Saptaswara, Sa, Re, continue. And husband is a perfectionist. And he doesn't get sleep. So when he goes to the bed, what will he do? Utho, जोर से मत सुनो. क्या कहा? कहानी शुरू. There is a fun in that. So a person who cannot sleep, he doesn't like others sleeping. A person who is miserable, he doesn't like others happy. But if you are happy, you will never make anybody miserable. See, friends, start from yourself. Brahma Bhavanam. Brahma Bhavan doesn't mean, do you know, आजकल ब्रह्मन हो गया हूं मैं यार. नहीं. It is not becoming Brahma. It is being Brahman. Being man, becoming husband. So, dehoham iti dukkham chet brahmaham iti nishchayaha. So, aham brahmasmi nishchaya. Nishchaya means what now? Again. Conviction. Nishchaya means conviction. See, how do we do this? Now the second step I am telling you. I as a man is one Because of the various conditionings, I appear to have become many, but I have remained only as one. I have not become many. So, what is to be done? There are two ways. Know that you are a son to your father, you are a husband to your wife, and you are a father to your son. But essentially, you are a man. Then, what is to be done? Then deal with these three people in three different ways. You cannot go the same way. If you are a son to your father, then what you should do? You should simply listen to him. Should not argue, should not talk, should not do, because you have to take money from him. See? We have to practice practically, not theoretically. And this also I learned from your children. One boy told me in USA, Swamiji, you have got a very sharp observation. Can you tell me about me? I said, shall I tell you? But don't tell anybody. You will be at loss. I said, your mom and dad are constantly fighting. Yes, I know that. You know what you must be doing? You go to dad and ask something, and then after that, condemn your mother. Dad, how come you got this lady as your wife? Couldn't you get someone else? You are so capable. But she doesn't recognize your greatness. Beta, now what can be done? Acha, $100. काम हो गया. See, friends. So play the role of a son so perfect that you are benefited. Then you are in front of your father. If in front of your son, not father. So if you are in front of your son, what you should do? Let him talk, you should not listen. Acha beta, theek hai. I am just coming, then we'll think about it, okay? And postpone. Or he'll take away money from you. This is the second role you have to play. But the main thing you are not telling. Husband, you all know that I am not a husband, so I don't know. But I can tell you the best way. When the wife is talking, you should keep quiet. And when the wife is quiet, you should not talk. There will be peace prevailing. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. These three Shantis are one for the son, one for the wife, one for the father. Then you remain as a man. See? Because you don't forget. Basically, you are a man. In the same manner, we have to remember, basically I am divine. Because of association with the child body, I was called a child. Because of association with teenage body, I was called a teenager. Because of the middle-aged body, I was called a middle-aged. Because of the old body, I am called old. But none of us have this experience that I am young or I am old. I am the only experience. But we have to add adjectives. And to get out of this, one technique, try. And I guarantee you will not try. And the technique is, do not talk about your past. Because past belongs to the body. So when you talk about your childhood, unknowingly you are confirming and strengthening your body identification. When you talk about your teenage, you forget teenage belongs to the body, not to you. But that habit of getting identified with the body is so strong. When I was a child, when I was born, nobody had the experience of birth. See? And they give the time. I enjoy all these things in this world. Therefore, I am happy about everything. See? You take anybody's kundali. Nobody is born on a round figure. Born at 12 o'clock. Never. 11:58. So So one nurse I asked in that maternity ward, I said, Amma, you people give this time at 11:58, so precise exactly. I have never seen anybody is born on a round figure. Even if it's Sardarji, he is not born at 12 o'clock. I am saying it because there is nobody here. Hey friends. So how it happens? And she said, I'll tell you sincerely. If we write a round figure, nobody trusts us. But if we say 11:50, and on the basis of that, the whole Kundalini is written. Bluff, oh bluff. So neither the child had the experience when he is born, nor the mother had the experience when the child is born, nor the nurse knows when the child is born. Father, of course, never knows. And yet, I was born. See, friends, birth is possible if there is a prior absence. When we say a child is born, that means earlier the child was not there, then he is born. So do we have the experience? I was earlier absent, now I am born. We have this experience about marriage. Earlier I was not married, now I am married. So there is a time, you know, that you are born as a husband. But you are born is no experience. So we have no experience of birth, no experience of growth, no experience of death. If this is me, then why worry? See, friends, nobody suffers because of death. People suffer because of the fear of death. Death is the only action which we do and others suffer. Suppose I die right now here. Purnamadaha Purnamidam. गिरीश भाई अभी मरना था. And I'll be relaxed. ले लो photo. Friends, the fear of death is more miserable experience than the death itself. And be attentive. We have fear about something if we have experienced it earlier. See, I got tremendous fear about the snake. Because some experience I had long time back, and the snake virtually coiled my leg. And then I just, from that time onward, the moment snake, even the plastic snake, I don't like to touch it. I feel so afraid. Earlier experience. Now we are afraid of death. Do we have the experience of death? Why we should be afraid? Be attentive. Only because we have seen other bodies dying, and I am the body. And therefore the fear comes. Therefore here it is, Dehoham iti dukkham chet. Yadi ye have this misery, that I am body, then there is only one way, Brahmaham iti nishchayaha. We all live our own convictions. Our conviction is, I am body. Our conviction is, I am a Gujarati, I am a Bengali. Our conviction is, I am good, I am bad. We have got all wrong convictions. And on the basis of those convictions, we have developed our own image. And if our image doesn't tally with the image people have around about us, then there is a parallax. And then there is a misunderstanding. Therefore, as much we should not have images about anybody, so also don't have any image about yourself. Be at peace. And having no image means remain nobody. Means you don't have to become extraordinary. Remain simpler than the simplest. That is the real spiritual practice. So maya karamidam bhedam asti chet brahma bhavanam, and dehoham iti dukkham chet brahmaham iti nishchayaha. Other than this, there is no way out. And after we have been fully convinced about this, then play the game of life. Like when we are playing with the children, that time we don't make any issue whether I will win or I am defeated. But for the child, it is an issue. I want to defeat Swamiji. Oh. And I also become serious, but actually I am not serious. See, friends, having known this reality, your life continues. But earlier, as we used to become miserable and disgusted, now we don't. World remains the same, the time scale is the same, the political turmoil is the same, the when you have money in your house, there is a demonetization. When you have money in the bank, banks are closed. Where to keep the money? This will continue. You don't have to do anything. It is like that. In this manner, this knowledge alone gives you total freedom. This is what is called Jivan Mukti. Then, Hridaya Granthir Astitve Chidyate Brahmachakrakam Samshaye Samanuprapte Brahmanishchaya Ashraye. Hridaya Granthi Astitve. As long as we are carrying the burden of the knot in the heart, the knot is a very naughty knot. It is a knot which is not, and yet it is naughty. Very peculiar knot. If you take a handkerchief, and with that handkerchief you hit somebody, it won't hit. He will think that you are, loving him. Then make a knot at the end of the same handkerchief and give one. Why do you do like that? So what is that knot? That knot is nothing but a handkerchief. Now, if this is clear, second knot. Second knot is the knot of the necktie. When your neck is in the knot, you are tied. When you take out the knot, neck, open it, there is no knot. Exactly, Hridaya Granthi is like that. Hridaya Granthi is avidya, kama, karma. These three factors put together is called as Hridaya Granthi. Now, what is the avidya? Avidya is not absence of knowledge. Avidya is incompleteness in knowledge. I am body is not the bondage. This body I am, that body I am not, the bondage begins. See? So, avidya. On what ground we say this body I am? See, friends. As much that body we are not created, that much this body also we are not created. Think. No, that is okay in Vedanta class, but afterwards, kamar mein dard hai. Kahan kamar mein dard hai? You are telling lies. No, kamar mein dard hai. Kamar ho tab na. Kamra hai. Kamar mein to dard hoga hi. See, friends. Therefore, this Hridaya Granthi is avidya, incomplete knowledge. Because of that sense of incompleteness, there is uncomfortable feeling inside. That uncomfortable feeling is called as desire. See, now tell me, a young boy, free, educated, earning a 5-digit salary, what makes him think, what a life without a wife? Because I am incomplete. And then he gets married. Then he comes to know, I am completely gone. See, friends, that sense of incompleteness is the reason of desires. Now the second aspect of incompleteness. When I consider myself to be someone other than something, then only the desire happens. Very important principle. Desires always happen about something which is other than the self. We can never have the desire of our own self because I am me. So these two things put together is called as avidya. First, a sense of incompleteness about ourselves, and second, a sense of otherness. See, now the desire has the following characteristics. First of all, mind perceives the things. Perception of the things is the business of the mind. That is the purpose, that is the function. So, when the things come in front of our mind through the sense organs, the things are known. After the things are known, if we stop there, samsara is not created. Then, after the perception, the mind comes to our help. Tells, oh, she is beautiful, she is so nice. Why she has to come here when I am here? I am coming from temple. Maybe it is a God's suggestion for me that she is made for you. No, God has got better things to do. Our position in the God's creation is like what you know. Once an elephant was crossing a river and one mosquito also wanted to cross. But he saw the distance, he said, I will get tired here. So there was a free lift. So he landed on the tip of the hair of the tail of the elephant. And he crossed. After going there, he has to thank. So he went to the ear of the elephant. And you have given me a nice lift. Thank you, dear. Patak. Died. Now that elephant even did not recognize that the mosquito was sitting over there. And we say, oh God, I think you must have sent her for me. Patak. See, where this is happening? The habit of projections. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is perceive and stop there. Don't start projecting. That is why we tell you, let our mind be like the mirror. Mirror doesn't project anything. When a beautiful girl stands in front of the mirror doesn't say, please wait for some more time. And if a oldie like me goes, the mirror doesn't, दूसरे को आने दो ना हटो यार. No. When our mind is like this, then desires will not happen in the mind. So first, sense of incompleteness. Second, sense of otherness. Third, the habit of the mind to project after perception. See. And after the desire happens, these turmoils in the mind is called a desire. Then the desires will be of two types. One type, either we like something or we dislike something. And when we like something, we run after that. When we dislike something, we run away from that. Net result is run or run. Milkha Singh. See? And that is karma. So avidya, kama and karma. These three factors put together is called as Hridaya Granthi. So here the teacher says, Hridaya Granthi Astitve. Till such time, Hridaya Granthi is there, then Chidyate Brahma Chakrakam. Then we will be lost in this world. And the moment you are with your own self, then what are the signs of abiding in the self? The first sign, you are nobody. Second sign, you cannot have any desires. Bhagavan Krishna says, Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilvisham. When you are hungry and you want food, that desire does not create sin. But when you are hungry and you want a particular type of food, I want only pizza, nothing else, then sin is created. See? If you are feeling sleepy, you sleep. Going to sleep is not a problem. But no, I cannot sleep unless this is there, that is there, then the problems begin. So for maintenance of the life in the body, whatever immediate needs are there, fulfilling them is not the karma leading to the karma bondage. See friends. Therefore, Hridaya Granthi Astitve Chidyate Brahmachakrakam, then Samshaya Samanuprapte Brahmanishchayam Ashrayet. And then, if you have got some kind of samshaya, whether it's right or wrong, whether I should do this thing or not, in Taittiriya Upanishad this question comes. Atha yadi te karma chikitsa va vritta chikitsa va syat, ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्शिनः युक्ता आयुक्ताः अलुक्षा धर्म कामा स्युः यथा ते तत्र वर्तेरन् तथा तत्र वर्तेथाः एष आदेशः एष उपदेशः. We can have doubts about two things. One is karma, whether I should do this or I should not do this. Or we have other doubt whether this is right or that is right. So wherever you are in such a crossroad, go to a Mahatma who is available next to you, and he should not be a money spinner. Aluksha dharma kama syuh. Then ask them, and whatever they tell, follow that strictly. It will help you. Therefore here, samshaye samanuprapte brahma nishchayam ashrayet. Hold on to the Lord, that, oh Lord, please take care. And friends, if you have 100% purity in your prayers, no prayer goes barren. Every prayer is replied, answered. In this manner, this Tejobindu Upanishad gives us toward the conclusion these two important things. How to deal with the world, how to deal with ourselves, how to deal with the interaction with the world, and how to deal with the problems in our mind called as samshaya or the doubts. Now hereafter, whatever is remaining, the concluding, we'll try to finish it tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.